Gunline. Fire mission coming down. It's your host Lopez, and you're listening to the On the Gunline Midweek Memo for the week of January 5th, 2020 fucking one. What is up? I want to thank you all for being here and popping a squat for a while it gets hot. As y'all can see, I got my co-host for today, Mr. Lee Hunt.
One and only, baby. Mr. Big Guns.
I see your games, baby. I see your games. Looking good, pimping, looking good. Hey, so we got a pretty good one coming up today, man. How was your New Year's, by the way?
It was good. We'll put it that way. New Year's was good. It was good. It was fun. It was exciting, having babies. So it was all good, man.
Right on.
How about yours, brother? How was your holidays, man?
Oh, Casa de Lopez was fucking dead. We hung out, watched some TV, put the kids outside so they could watch fireworks going off. Meanwhile, the wife and I, we watched, there's this, all right, so there's these comedians, Tom Segura and Bert Kreischer. They have this shit called Two Bears, One Cave. It's a podcast that we listen to, and it's funny as fuck, dude. But anyways, they did a live during New Year's. And so it's kind of like a hangout with them and watching them get fucked up and trashed and making us laugh. So we did that for a while, played a few games, and then call it an early night, baby. We don't do much here at Casa de Lopez.
Brother, that don't sound like a dead evening to me. That sounds like a perfect evening with family to me. But then again, I'm old. But that right there sounds perfect to me.
This motherfucker said I'm old. Guy, you ain't even broke 40 yet.
Hey, I got 2 more years. Well, a year and a half. Year and some change. Can't wait.
See, I stopped counting after 40. I don't even know how old I am anymore, man.
Hey, we're going to have to cut you open and count your rings.
For real, bro. There might be too many to count, man. And divide it by 2. Well, multiply that by 2. But yeah, dude, other than that, man, I mean, it's been a great week so far. Got to go to work. Thank God. I'm blessed to have a job right now. I'm looking forward to this year. And we're going to crush this motherfucker, man. Gonna have to crush this.
Oh, yeah, man. Shit, school started back up. That's what I do now. Hoping some things pan out, but I don't want to get too far in that. But yeah, school's going on and a lot of crazy stuff happening, man. The freaks come out.
I saw your live earlier where I guess somebody walked in bucket naked. So for those that don't know, Oli Hunt over here is going through a massage therapy school or some shit like that with happy endings. And
they call me hands.
They call you what now?
Call me Dr. Good Hands.
His hands were so good. He made, I believe, somebody cry today.
Yes, a grown woman started crying after her massage today.
God damn, ain't that some crazy?
Dr. Good Hands, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I got you, man. Come on.
Dr. Good Hands. Did you fuck her makeup up?
No, man. So one thing we always do is, ask people, do they want their face touched? And I really don't even like touching people's face because I have to rub their feet anyway. So I'm not finna rub your feet and then touch your face. Some people just freak out about it. So the only thing I will do is just massage the temple area, but I won't get all up in this shit right here. But the temple area, yeah, I'll hit that shit up.
All right, you got to pump the brakes on that one for a minute. Anybody who knows me knows that I got to think about feet.
So do I. I feel you. Me too. Foot fetish.
Thing though, what if they got some fucked up looking feet, bro?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean,
you touching them?
Yeah, man. Still have to. You just got to watch.
Bare hands?
Bare hands, brother.
Whoa. What if they got pizza feet, all crusty?
Yeah, man. So then you just put extra lotion or the oil on your hands so they can kind of moisturize and take all that rough sensation away from it. And then it's hey, maybe I might need to fucking take care of this shit myself.
Gross.
I know, man. Gotta do it.
I'll tell you one thing, man. No matter how good a woman looks, no matter how pretty she is, if she got some fucked up feet, I can't mess with it, brother.
Yeah, I know, man. Hey, I feel you, man.
I'm married now, but even back then, if they got ugly feet, I don't care how fine you are.
Yeah, you got that. Hey, nah, because I feel like I said, man, same thing. I gotta have a woman that have pretty feet, and I know that may sound a lot because I even harped about this on my TikTok. I was like, women, why do y'all don't want us body shaming y'all? But the first thing a woman says is 6 feet. Are you over 6 feet? All right, so don't get mad at me when I say, hey, do you got pretty feet? Oh, you don't? Get the fuck stepping.
Not only
came out of the goddamn forest somewhere. fighting
Bro,
a bear.
not only that, I mean, are you 6 feet, bitch? Are you under 160? Are you under 150? How
Hey,
tall?
look, here's the deal. If she ain't 180, she ain't a lady. If she ain't 200, we can't have no fun.
Okay, what if she's on, but it's 5'1"?
Okay, and well, hey, look, fun size.
You right. You right. I mean, hey, you know what? You're right. You know what? I will admit, there's got to be a little bit of meat on there.
Let's
So,
take it.
yeah, handle your business, baby. Handle your business. For
No,
those,
no, man. It was just a fan real quick. Had
uh,
to send a message to a fan real quick.
so with that being said, we're definitely on a good topic right now because one of the topics I wanted to hit today, I got about a 5-round fire mission today. So,
Okay.
we're gonna get deep into it later with one of the write-ins that we had. Someone wrote in, and we'll get to that one later, but we're gonna keep it light for a second. Since we're talking about females,
Mm-hmm.
and what they like, what we like, and shit in females, right? What do you think about a female who puts on too much makeup?
I personally don't like it. Like, I like all natural look. Some makeup that's cool, man, but there's just something about a woman with her natural beauty. That's what I'd rather fall in love with. I want to see what you look like without that shit on. You look beautiful without that shit on, in my opinion. You don't need all that other shit. Who are you doing that for?
And
But at
that's
the same
what I'm gonna get at.
I understand that sometimes it's a mental thing that they want to feel pretty for themselves. But in my eyes, I'm rocking with you because who you are naturally.
All right, now can we admit, all right, that there's women out there that need makeup?
Oh yeah, there's plenty. But like I said,
If,
there's plenty.
if
And
she's
hey,
ugly, she needs makeup. All right.
yeah, you know what?
Nobody's saying that makeup isn't needed. Okay. My problem is if you're pretty already, and if I'm telling you, you look good the way you do, you ain't got to put all that fucking cake on. You don't got to do the Bozo the Clown look. All right.
Yeah,
But, to that, women don't try to hide who you are with that ugly ass makeup and then filters. We know what we know. All right.
yeah.
I'm just saying.
Completely. But then again, I feel like, it all goes down to preference because, like, I mean, people, like, I've had so many women be like, okay, you're fine, but you're too skinny. And I'm like, all right, well, fuck it. 2 tears in the bucket.
Well,
Dick,
then I'm not fucking fine, then am I?
yeah. Yeah, but my dick's still big, but 2 tears in the bucket.
Well, here's the thing that it's because like I don't understand why all these broads are doing all this shit to fake lashes, fake
Yeah.
nails, fake titties. You know,
I'm not fake titties. Some fake titties are nice.
I don't like
With
fake titties.
right, some of them things are nice. I mean, them things are nice. They're a little bit too hard, but still, they look nice.
Look, here's the thing about fake titties. If you're getting the fake titties done because let's say you need to get a corrective surgery, I get it. All
But
right.
yeah, some of them want it for other attention. Like, you'll be married to a dude, and dude be like, no, you're beautiful. You don't need them. I
Mhm.
like you dressed the way you are. Well, no, I need this. No, you need that for attention. You trying to get attention from other motherfuckers. And why the fuck you trying to get attention from other
Bro,
motherfuckers with me anyway? That's like me
bro,
going and wearing gray sweatpants on purpose.
bro. That's like when bitches get pissed off because you're looking at their titties, but yet they're the ones that have them all up here with glitter on
Yeah,
them.
all popped up and shit. Just
Oh, and then they're like, my eyes are up here. Yeah, bitch, but your eyes ain't got glitter on them. Your titties do.
yeah, right. Like Dave Chappelle said, this titty balls blowing on them.
Dude, the way I look at it, I think that sometimes women in makeup is like men in beards. Like some motherfuckers got to grow a beard out because, oh, you can't even grow a beard, bro. Come on, that's fucking
Brother,
trash.
this little shit has been 8 months.
God damn.
I just shaved this today. It was looking pretty nice, but someone told me I was looking old, and I was like, I want to look old without people telling me I look old. So I was like, fuck it, Dave.
Bro, I tried growing out the stash and the beard together. I just can't seem to do it because I keep getting like little fucking openings here and there, and it's just not. It doesn't look right to me. I look a little rapey, And I told Kowalczyk that, like, hey man, I sent him a picture. Like, I'm thinking about keeping just a stash, but I look a little bit rapey. And he's like, no, that's just because you're Mexican. No matter what, y'all look a little bit rapey and murdery.
Yeah, a little bit murky.
But yeah, dude, I mean, that came to mind because I see some shit on social media sometimes where women are talking about doing all this shit with makeup and stuff like that. And it's like, dude, you're only fooling yourself. You know what I'm saying? And then what did they call that shit? Catfishing?
Yeah.
It's kind of like when a broad would fucking do that whole MySpace fucking photo where they would have that angle so you can't see that triple chin under there. You
Hey,
know,
I do it.
I'm just saying, be
Well,
you, boo boo.
I don't know. Say I do angles too, right? Because like for those that see me and that are on my Facebook, y'all see I take my gym pictures, right? So I take pictures.
Motherfucker trying to flex them biceps. We see that. We see
Trying
trying
to,
to flex them
I'm trying to
biceps.
biceps right now. You know what I'm saying? I will take angle pictures, but then I'll take the angle pictures and then I'll like look at myself in the mirror and I'm like, damn, man, do I really look like I just took this picture? But life is all about angles. Life is all about angles.
I guess, man. You call it what you want, but I call it faking the funk, man.
Hey, you got to make it.
Fucking hey, dude. Yeah, that's trippy though. I mean, it just trips me out on that shit. And while we're on this topic, man, let me ask you something.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's say you out of the club. You a single man. So
I'm single as shit. Hey, and for all them ladies out there, there's a WNBA. Shoot your shot.
Nobody watches WNBA, but yeah.
Keep it easy because I got my eye on somebody.
So I'm just saying, I got a question for you, man. Let's say you go out, you got the club and shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you out there and you see this fine ass broad, bro.
Yeah.
A little bit too much makeup, but it's dark, whatever, She looking good. And you get to, you figure, fuck it, I got some liquor in me. I'm gonna toss it up, just a one night stand, hit it and quit it type deal. You both want to do this thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Raw.
Okay, this might not be the angle you're looking for, Mr. Life is Angles. So you go and hit it, right?
Raw.
But she ain't getting wet. All right. And then you start trying to play down there with her, but her clit feels a little bit funny.
Mm-hmm.
Then she tells you, hey, I need you to pump the brakes real quick. I need you to know I'm post-op.
Okay, so like at that point, I'm not finna just like beat this motherfucker up or nothing because like I'm just finna get up and leave and be like, hey, listen, you're wrong for that. I'm finna put you on blast. You should have said something before, plain and simple. But like, I can't just beat somebody up for that shit. Why am I gonna beat somebody up for that shit? Like, I'm gonna be pissed off.
I'm not beat him up.
No, I'm gonna be pissed as fuck. And like I said, I'm gonna put the motherfucker on blast. But then again, like, I don't know, man. Like to me, you can kind of hear that shit. Like I know you haven't been out in a while, and I'm not saying I have been out in a while, and I'm not saying I haven't been out. It's one of those nuclear submarine type things. But you can tell the difference. You can tell when the motherfucker's like, something's wrong with your voice. What are you doing? Because check it out like this, right? Even the women that take steroids, that are natural born women that take steroids and go to the gym, their voice is deeper. That shit changes their voice. So like when them dudes is taking estrogen, that shit changes their voice. Right. So it's like, what's up with you, man?
I'm just saying, like, I mean, I don't know how. I just think that, well, how do you feel about being called homophobic or transphobic for shit like that?
But I'm not. Like, I'm a proponent for people, for like the LG. I'm a proponent for those people, for that group of people. Like, listen, do whatever. Just don't try to lie to somebody about it. That's all I'm saying. But if somebody's with that shit, they're with that shit.
Okay,
like,
hold on.
Fight for their right and everything, but not my cup of tea.
I'm just saying though, but that would be considered transphobic.
No, it wouldn't, because
you're not fucking with it.
No, so just because, like, no, I respect them. I respect their rights. Mm-hmm. I respect, them to live their life the way they want to. Yeah. But it's not my cup of tea. That's like an ally. Let's say like somebody that understood what went on with the Native Americans, right?
Indians.
Yeah, the indigenous people.
The word indigenous comes from.
yeah. So say somebody understood what they come, where all the history, with that march that they had to do from North Carolina all the way to the west, right?
Yeah. Trail of Tears.
Trail of Tears. Say we understood that, but I'm saying that you weren't attracted to them, but you still wanted to fight for their rights to be recognized and fight for everything that they deserve. But you're just not attracted to that person. That doesn't mean you're homophobic. That doesn't mean you're racist.
You just threw me off. I was just fucking with you on this, but because it's gonna lead to something else. So here's been my thing about it. All right. So I've been reading up on some shit. I just find myself with my mind going all over the place. So I read up on this one thing, bro, where there was this dude, all right, felt that he was a woman. So, eventually went through the whole thing. Cut the balls off and everything, right? Had the vag done and everything. But wait, there's more. After he does all this shit, he decides he's a lesbian.
So he decides he's straight, but yeah.
So doesn't that sound like being straight with extra steps?
Yeah, it does. But at the same time, if that's the way that dude want to live his life, he's not committing any crimes, federal or state. He's not breaking anything that the Constitution.
No, I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just saying it is wrong, though. Like, what the fuck is wrong with people with this shit? You know, like, can we? Okay, I'll say it. I'll fucking say it because, you know, you're PC. I'll fucking say it. There's something wrong in the head. There's something wrong in the head. All right.
Yeah.
And,
well, but who's to say that is? So do you know what the DSM-5 is? Right?
Science.
Do you know what the DSM-5 is?
Science.
Yes, but do you know what the DSM-5 is?
Yes, science.
Yeah, it pretty much is. But no, so it may be a disorder in general. It really may be a disorder, but at the same time, there's only one person that can judge us, and it's not me.
Yeah. So, I'm picking up what you put down, Mr. Politically Correct over here. I'm just saying there's something wrong with the fucking head because humans or any other species want to fuck.
Yeah.
You got dingoberries in your armpits. That's nasty.
No, man. Yeah, it's my deodorant, man. I had to put on a lot because I sweat a lot, and I didn't want to start stinking when I was sweating. I mean,
you up to here, baby. But anyways, for all of y'all watching us over here, he's getting his drink on with a big ass bottle of number 7 Tennessee whiskey.
Yeah, and I just finished like a 24-ounce of Dos Equis, and I'm about to get another one. So this shit might be fit and crazy as fuck.
But you know what? I'll tell you what. I know why you're drinking, bro. I know why you're drinking.
Why, man?
Because everybody in Dallas, you know, and everybody in Texas, we got to get an ace card for y'all, you know. But we want to know here on the gun line, are y'all still them boys?
Oh, we still them boys. Listen, when I tell you, shout out to the Philadelphia Eagles. Shout out to, I may be a fucking Eagles fan. I might be a fucking Eagles fan.
This is going, so y'all hear this. This is going to be permanently on the airwaves where Lee Hunt, a devout fucking Dallas Cowboy fan, has praised the Eagles.
Yep.
That would be like me saying, go Bears. All right?
No. Redskins.
Oh, you mean the team from Washington?
The Giants are the Cowboys' biggest rivalry.
Hold on. You mean the team from Washington?
Yeah, the Washington.
That's racist.
Yeah, the Washington football team. Listen, I understand how some people feel like Washington is Dallas' biggest rival. I understand how they feel like Philly is, but me, it's New York. It is motherfucking New York. I cannot stand them fucking Giants. Them motherfucking Giants fans are something else, man.
Really? The Giants fans are something else compared to the fucking Cowboys fans?
Man, the Cowboys fans is America's fans. Come on, man.
No, they're America's hated fans. That's who they are.
No, that's Patriots.
No, I'm sorry. You guys think you're America's team. No, you're America's most hated team. All right? Y'all motherfuckers. You know what? With that being said, since we're on the topic of motherfucking football, how the fuck is it? I think personally that any sub 500 team should be automatically disqualified, or they should play a fucking team. They should play a fucking team that had a winning record, even if it's in a different conference or division, in order to fucking be allowed to play. Yeah, dude, because it's retarded, dude. How can a team that went fucking, they didn't even go 8-8. Give me a fucking break, bro. Meanwhile, you got other teams in other token divisions with winning fucking records, but they get left behind. I think it's wrong. It's two boys fucking personally, but y'all Cowboys fans about, oh yeah, we're gonna be 6-10 and still going to the Super Bowl.
And you know why it was crazy is because the way they just started doing it from like there's only one team that's gonna get a bye, and there's another team that's in the playoff mix. And I think it's a good thing, man. There's one team why do two teams need to buy? One team needs to buy. The best one, the number one seed is the only one that needs to buy. Everybody else needs to work.
Yes, and that's the team that got the bye right there. If you're watching this on the YouTube, it's Go Pack Go. Goddamn right, baby.
I want to say, without mentioning names, there is a devoted Eagles fan and a Giants fan that are married to each other who just so happened to buy me a Cowboys jersey, and they went to a Cowboys game and they got me a Cowboys cup. But these are diehard. He's a Giants fan, she's an Eagles fan, and they are diehard. But I was like, yeah. But then again, they're like family to me, man. They really are.
Say, I've bought, Kowalsk's dogs. We've bought them jerseys that were Chicago Bear jerseys for their dogs. You know what I'm saying? That's just family shit you do. You know what I'm saying? And so, but what's your picks, man? Who do you think is gonna make it to the Super Bowl?
You know what? This is gonna shock a lot of people, but it's either gonna be Cleveland or no. It's either from the AFC. Ooh, shit. Because you know what? I'm gonna say Cleveland will upset if it came down to it. Cleveland would upset Kansas City.
I ain't even looking at Kansas City.
I think it's actually gonna be either Cleveland or Buffalo. Truth be told, in the AFC.
That's who I'm going with, Buffalo. I called Buffalo early in the year. I said it's 2020. It's gonna be a fucked up year. So that's why I said either Buffalo. I said Buffalo for the AFC, and I actually said Detroit for the NFC. But Detroit is Detroit, so they Detroit everything up.
Yeah. So who's all in it for the NFC?
Right now in the NFC, you got the Saints, you got Green Bay, you got Tampa, I think is a wild card. Chicago, I think is a wild card. Then you got gay ass fucking Giants. No, not the
Giants. Washington is
the Redskins. Yeah, the Redskins. And I think that's all. So on the NFC side, I see Green Bay going all the way. Because for the motherfuckers that got to go to Green Bay to play, they in for a hurting, baby. It's cold up there.
I think the championship is going to be between Tampa and, well, I say either Tampa. It's got to go through Green Bay. So it's either going to be Tampa or the Saints that are going to Green Bay for the championship.
I'm scared.
No. What about Seattle? Seattle's in it.
Oh, fuck Seattle. They ain't going nowhere.
I don't know, man.
Nah, Seattle ain't going nowhere. Fuck Seattle.
Man, Russell Wilson, DK, Metcalf. Come on, man.
Fuck Seattle. I'm just gonna leave it at that. They ain't got no 12th man. All their motherfucking fair weather fans. Like, fuck Seattle. You know what? I'm more afraid of the Saints than anybody else out there for some fucking reason. Yeah.
Hell no, not the Saints,
bro. I
know you probably got Saints fans that are viewers, but yo, fuck them Saints, yo. Who that? Ain't nobody give a fuck who that. I know who the fuck ain't gonna beat. They ain't gonna go to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, it's called the Cowboys.
Yeah, man. Hey, 2021 is gonna be all right. Oh, listen, no lie. If Dak didn't get hurt, you can't tell me that the Cowboys wouldn't have been in the playoffs.
I don't watch the Cowboys on
you
that.
You can't tell me, Dak. I'm telling you, man. With that was a soft ass schedule.
I'm just saying, your little redhead boy didn't do too bad.
Who, Dalton?
Mm-hmm.
In the last 3-4 games, he didn't, other than just played Sunday. But listen, man,
I don't know. I'm seeing Green Bay Buffalo at the end, with Green Bay taking it. But you know what? If it is Green Bay Buffalo, I really wouldn't mind losing to Buffalo just because I think I'm a big underdog person. So yeah. I like how everybody just shits on the Bills. So I wouldn't mind losing to them. But
the Bills?
Yeah, but it's not gonna happen. Green Bay's gonna take that shit all the way. And if it does go down to fucking Kansas City and Green Bay, it's gonna be Green Bay. It's gonna be a shootout, I would say. But it's also gonna be a lot of running. And we looking fucking fine, man. The only thing that's fucking us up is that we lost Bakhtiari. And but we'll make up on that on the line. It'll be all right. All I know is that on the plus side, there's no Giants, there's no Cowboys, so y'all can shut the fuck up.
Yo, there's no Giants. I'm telling you, man. I don't give a fuck about the Redskins. I don't give a fuck about Philly. I don't give a fuck about the Redskins. Well, Washington or Philly, but New York. I think it was when Eli disrespected the fuck out the stadium. That's when I was like, yo, fuck everybody else. Fuck the Giants.
What did he do to disrespect the stadium?
It was when they first opened.
Mm-hmm.
They beat the Cowboys, and Eli signed his name in the visitors' locker room.
Ah, that's funny.
Yeah, man, I was like, yo, fuck them Giants and fuck the Giants fans from that point on.
That's funny as fuck, though. That is funny as fuck. Hey,
fuck Eli.
It's funny. fuck the Cowboys, fuck
Eli is
Eli
the
too.
Eli is the Brady killer. I will give him that. Eli is the Brady killer.
I had a first sergeant back in my time who was a big Pats fan, Patriots, and
Trash.
he hates fucking Eli. He said he doesn't even want to play football. I think he wants to be a dentist. Why the fuck did he even play football? Dude, it would be crazy though if Brady did for some reason miraculously take the Buccaneers to the Super Bowl.
That's what I'm saying, man. You can't. It's gonna be because here's the deal. I think they split. I think the Saints and the Bucks split the season, and if they did, it's gonna come between one of those two going to Green Bay. Like that's just gonna be it.
I don't know. I see probably more than likely gonna be the Redskins going through.
What?
Don't hate. It's a whole new season, right?
I can't. Who's the defensive?
Look, man, I'm honestly just trying to push your fucking buttons because I know you hate all this.
That's why I say, man, I don't care about the Redskins. If the Giants, I would have been mad as fuck. You'd have seen the Stephen A. Smith. First of all, I got the Stephen A. Smith hairline anyway, right? But like, if the Giants were in it, I really would have put Stephen A. Smith on that ass, man.
I guess, brother. I guess. Well, let's go on ahead and move forward a little bit on this shit here now.
All right.
Quick question. And this will be the last topic before we get into a little bit something more deeper.
All right.
You're you know about this firsthand. Interracial dating. All right. Obviously proponent for it. Good to go with it. Why do you think it's such a
taboo still thing today?
Being that we're in 2020 fucking one now, and some people still can't get over the whole interracial thing. But there's a caveat to that. There's just to piggyback off of what the commander said. I'll give you an example. I'm gonna put the blacks into this. So when a black man goes out there and says, we love our black queens, and
me,
yeah, support our black queens. Our black queens they're all queens, and and then they go and date somebody outside of their blackness. Why do the
outside their ethnic group? Yeah.
Why does all of a sudden the black queens turn to assholes to the black man?
That I can't speak for that because that's a woman's point of view. But what I will say is that, like, okay, so I know me and Linda follow each other on TikTok, right?
Yep.
But say what?
I said yep.
So if y'all can, I actually did something about that. I actually did a duet to somebody's original comment about that, and I tried to break that down. And a black woman who was married to a white man, she actually tried to attack me. And I was like, I don't think you understood what I said. I said, you can love who you want to love. But at the same time, once again, this is just coming from me. If you can see that, like, there's certain people being attacked, you can still want to support them, defend them. But at this point in time in your life, this is the person that came into your life who loved you and you loved. Plain and simple. Like, for instance, like I said, obviously I can't say no names. Yes, I am single. Do I talk to a couple of people? Me and a couple of people talk. Do I have my eye on one particular person that I talk to every day that, like, me and this person, like, just click? Who I kind of told you about it. Yeah. Have I started cutting people off left and right? Yeah. Has she told me that she started cutting people off left and right? Yeah. And she's a black woman. And like you said, this comes from somebody that wasn't in a interracial marriage. You know what I'm saying? It's just who is coming along at this point in time, who is just like matching or giving my soul the same vibe or same energy that I'm giving. But I think it's perfectly fine.
Okay, same here. I'm all about, choosing
love.
Love is love, right? I got you. I'm with that. Everybody has a preference though. Everybody has
preference feet. That's it. Like, I don't give a fuck. Feet are the only preference. Like, you can be black, white, Chinese, dot, feathered, whatever you want to be. As long as them toes is good, we in there.
So
you feel me? I'm feeling you.
So here's the thing. Like, I had preferences. My preferences are white girls, red hair, like let's say like my perfect ideal woman, right? Aside from my wife because I'm married to her. But
Good save.
but being realistic, I ain't no motherfucking Brad Pitt either. I know what she likes. I
Yeah.
know I ain't that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
However, I just fit a bit of the mold of what she likes. I'm brown, I'm Latino, and I'm tall. I got that for me. That's what she digs. And I was a soldier. So yeah, she liked the soldier shit. She liked the uniform. But my shit is I like white girls. I loved white girls since I was a kid because I think it was something that was out of my reach. It was something that was not in my area. So I had an affinity or I had a thing for white girls with red hair, green eyes.
Mm-hmm.
That is something about that. And I think it goes back to my first fucking high school or junior high school crush, which was Miss Boren. Because she was a redhead, freckled, white, pale, green eyes, sexy as fuck. So, anyways,
Yeah.
but that was my preference. Now that's my preference. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying I'm not gonna fuck with anything else, but I'm just saying that's what I'm gonna fuck with.
Let's go to.
Right. But why is it that if you date outside your race, there's people within your race that'll be like, oh, that's fucked up. Why are you being racist? Why don't you date within your race? And it's like, well,
one is like this is came along at the time too. If you felt that way, why were you, like I wasn't good enough for you? You know what I'm saying? Half the time I probably tried to talk to you, but I wasn't good enough for you. Like I know for a fact, I can speak to this. My opinion, it doesn't mean it's right, it doesn't mean it's wrong. But for a while, it was that, oh, he's a nerdy black dude. He likes anime. He it was that stigma. So that's why I can say, man, that's why I can only talk to my experience as a black man, being a nerd, still watching cartoons.
Right.
And they just weren't feeling it. Like, and I'm not shitting. Once again, I would never shit on a black woman. I'm just saying the ones that I had encounters with, and I'm not even shitting on them. But like, you talk about your high school teacher, I'm gonna break it down even further. Kindergarten. This girl's name was Elisha Mendoza. Now, I'll say her name. There's no chance of her hearing this shit. Her name was Mendoza. I still remember the name to this day. I still got a picture of her. I was in love with this girl. Like, we were in the same class from kindergarten to 5th grade. Like, I made sure that every year she had the most special Valentine card that was in the pack that we had to get to everybody. You know what I'm saying? And then she did the same thing for me. Like, we would always eat lunch. Well, we didn't eat lunch together because we were all in line. But when we went outside, we would, hang out and play together. And it wasn't one of those, I'm pulling your hair and this shit. We would just like kick it and chill and just talk to each other and just, that connection was there. Fast forward,
friend zoned in
6th grade year, and she was Spanish too. 6th grade year, she moves away. So from 6th grade to 10th grade, didn't see her. 10th grade, had science class with her. And then like, I was doing my little dumbass phase at the time. So I come in late, whatever. And then, I look at her and she look at me and we're like, what? Matter of fact, here you go. Hey, listen, I don't know if you can see this picture too well, but this young fella was me. This is back in 1989, 1990, right?
Oh, shit.
This was Elisha. This was Elisha right here.
Wow.
That was my boo back in the day. Man, we seen each other in 10th grade, and it was that weird kind of connection thing. But she had a boyfriend at the time. But we still, kind of talk to each other. I had a homeboy back home where I grew up. He was like, yeah, I seen her around a couple of times. And I was like,
hold on.
Married?
Was her boyfriend black?
No, he was Spanish.
Okay, good girl. Go ahead.
Yeah. Hey, trust me, man. Listen. Hey, I should have been like, yo, fuck your boyfriend. You need to come get with me. I'm about to be a future Army soldier because my dumb ass can't do shit else with my life. You can get this free healthcare.
Get that TRICARE, baby.
Yeah, that TRICARE.
See, here's my thing about it. Why is it okay? Like, okay, for example, I'll put it out there. The Jews only marry within themselves.
Yeah. Oh, don't get me started on that. Don't get me started on that, dude. I don't think there's nothing wrong with it. I think they understand the bigger picture. That's what I will say. And that's just like, I know some people are going to take it as me talking bad against black women. And if you do, fuck you. Because like I said, I will never talk bad against a black woman. But Jews don't talk bad against Jews. Arabs don't talk bad against Arabs. The Koreans don't do it. The Chinese, the Japanese, they don't do that shit in public. Mm-hmm. But in my point of view, and this is why I say we have to protect the black woman. We tend to degrade and talk down on the black woman. Like, motherfuckers are tripping because Carly B wouldn't even let her daughter listen to WAP. Okay, guess what? Y'all letting your daughter listen to WAP. You fix it. Don't judge her. You fix it. Plain and simple. If she don't want her daughter to listen to that, that's fine. That's cool. That's what she don't want. But you want your daughter to listen to that shit. But now you want to talk to her because she don't want it, but you letting your daughter do it. Come on. Fix the problem at home before you fucking go try to fix somebody else's house.
I don't know. I think some stereotypes are true. As far as like the angry black woman, no, I'm not, bro. I don't
think it's true.
I grew up in South Central LA, Chief. I done many of them.
Grew up in a house full of black women. What are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? How can you be angry when, like, for years you've had to do shit? Like, years. There's generational curses. Like, for instance, so I used to go to counseling when I was in, right? And when I was married, my counselor was a Spanish woman, right? Now, how I ran my house was my kids ate first.
Oh, of course.
My daughter ate, then my sons ate. And then, you know, I would make sure my wife had a plate, and then I would eat. Okay. And keep in mind, my counselor was Spanish, and she said, "Oh, no. She was like, you said your wife is Spanish? Well, of Latina descent?" I was like, "Yeah." She was like, "What's wrong with her?" She was like, "No, the man is supposed to eat first. Like, you as a husband, like," she said, "My mother would slap the shit out of me if I fixed anybody's plate but my husband first." And I was like, "Listen, I'm a man. I'll eat. I ain't worried about it. But I'm going to make sure, me personally, I'm going to make sure everybody else get it." So I think it's a cultural thing.
Well, like, yeah, I was going to say, here's the thing. First of all, my wife always sets it up for that. My plate gets done first. My plate is first. I always get the big piece of chicken. I always get the big piece of everything. And, and everybody's going to eat because she made enough for everybody. There's no need for me to worry. But yeah, I get my plate comes first, and then it's a cultural thing, like you said. I mean, it is a cultural thing. My wife does it, and you know, I'll get mine, and then she feeds all the kids, and then she'll eat hers last. You know what I'm saying? And then with that as well, shit, it's just the norm. And God forbid, you know, if we go to a barbecue or somebody else's house.
Oh yeah, that's. Hey, I know what you're saying. That's standard. I need to get my plate fixed. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's standard. Hey. But we're gonna have to get offline and talk about something with that shit. You know what I'm saying? We'll get offline and talk about that because you got Facebook spies, and I'm not held liable for anything.
I feel you. But yeah, you know, it was just something about the interracial dating. It kind of like it. I touched on it a little bit because, you know, why is it looked as interracial when it's I don't think it's a bad thing to want.
When I see a black woman with a white man, it don't bother me at all. I'm like, hey, shout out to you, brother. You know what I'm saying? Hey, sister, shout out to you. Just, you know, the dude, you know what I'm saying? Like, the woman, she don't need to still bash the black dude because, you know, she with this dude right here. She still need to understand what the hell going on.
There should be bashing regardless, to be honest. You know, in a utopia, there wouldn't be any bashing. But, you know, we're not in a utopia. We still live in a fucking world where everybody says, I'm a black man. I'm a proud black American.
A lot of it has to do with religion. You know that, right? A lot of it has to do with the misinterpretation of religion. Honestly and true. I don't know if you want to go on there or not, but a lot of it has to do on that shit.
We can hit religion next topic, next time we come on here. I'm not much of a religious person. I consider myself, quote unquote, spiritual. But I mean, you know, but we'll touch on that another time. We're gonna go ahead and get off this donkey right here. Donkey. And if you guys are still listening to this podcast, I appreciate you. Do me a favor and make sure y'all smash that fucking subscribe button on the YouTube or on whatever fuck y'all listen y'all podcasts on. We've been a little all over the place. Yeah, the angry black man said do it, so do it. It's a little intimidating, I'm gonna say, man. I mean, you got.
No, I got. Hold on, see if I can do this. Hold on, see.
Go ahead.
See, gotta get my.
Yeah.
Like,
You almost fit the fucking profile, baby.
like,
Saying.
oh, man.
Stupid. I'm just saying, pretty soon you get any bigger, you're gonna be fitting the script on the description.
Yo, somebody told me I look angry today. As a matter of fact, when I was, buying my Dos Equis, she looked at my ID and she was like, "Oh, you look so angry right here." And I was like, "I asked in my resting bitch face." Like, I was like, "I'm not angry. I was just relaxing."
No, I was not relaxing. That you were going through some drama back in the day too, so
probably so.
it's reflected. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and push through the next couple of minutes. Go ahead and discuss the there was a write-in. Is that what it's called? A mail-in. All right, so we got a message, and somebody wanted to have some thoughts on this. So I'm gonna go ahead and read to you. All right, for those that may have not heard it, but let me see if I can fucking find it. Actually, it's on my fucking Facebook. Look, basically what it boils down to is this. Let's say, you know what? No, I'm not gonna do it injustice. All right.
Yeah. Like, people are encouraged to keep writing in because they're gonna see that you feel that you're feeling them and their questions are important, which are to all Danny's listeners. Y'all's questions are important. Just keep hitting Danny up with them questions, man. He's gonna do his best to make sure he answers.
And of course, this is just gonna be our opinions here. And people who I put the question out there as well on social media to get responses from folks. So it basically boils down to this. When it comes to sexual predators in the military, how do leaders balance the legal response versus the brotherhood and sisterhood of taking care of business in a manner that we used to? In other words, going to put some work in on a motherfucker that done hurt somebody that we know or care about, because we say it's a brotherhood and a sisterhood, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, let's say something like that happened to one of our blood brothers or blood sisters.
Game over.
Exactly, right? So in the past, military culture called for immediate repercussions when a fellow service member was assaulted. And I don't want to just say even sexually assaulted. I mean assaulted, like somebody gets beat up in a fucking within the unit, they get jumped or beat up. We'll throw that in there as well. All right. Mm-hmm. While this form of justice is seen as barbaric and antiquated, it was looked at as appropriate, because honestly, somebody fucks somebody in your crew, what you got to do? You got to go take care of business, right? So anyways, with today's climate, leaders find themselves in a bind due to careers being ended or held legally responsible for these occurrences. Is there a balance that can be found? All right. Well, we understand that legally, we must follow the system to attempt to work its way. The assaulted individual, in turn, has to live with the fact that their alleged assailant is still free to maneuver around. So where is the justice?
All right, so
justice.
If it's coming to the sexual assault, because you mentioned as far as fighting somebody.
Let's start with sexual assault. Sexual assault.
All right. So due process has to be done. Plain and simple. You have to exhaust all resources to prove that allegation. With that being said, we do understand now that within the artillery community, because within other MOSs it's already been done. Mm-hmm. Within the artillery community, the integration has happened, and there are those, this person did this, but did it really happen? So now you need proof that this person done this, right? So that's why I say the investigation has to be carried out 100%. Now, once the investigation is carried out 100%, the allegation is proven true or false, then you go ahead and squash everybody. But you cannot just assume things. That person does need to be moved. Plain and simple. He needs to be moved to another battalion. Now, once that allegation happens, if it's proven true, tax that man to the full extent. If it's proven false, tax the person that alleged that to the fullest extent, because they try to fuck up somebody else's career. Now you need to go ahead and do what you need to do to fuck up their career, because they tried to fuck up somebody else's shit. So you want to play stupid games, you're gonna get stupid prizes.
Now, of course, situation dictates. Like, for example, if you find somebody in the act, like you're walking by the barracks and you hear somebody struggling and you catch them in the act,
you got to beat whoever's trying to rape that person's ass. You beat their ass. You take them straight to staff duty. Have staff duty call the MPs right there. You detain them, beat their ass. like I said, take them staff duty. Staff duty called the MP's sworn statement. Your sworn statement is going to match that other, the assailant, the assaultee's sworn statement. Motherfucker, your ass going to Leavenworth. You text. Fuck you. Give this man at least a fucking RCOM.
Okay, and so what I got some feedback to this from one of the members on the Facebook page for the On the Gun Line. If you're listening, I appreciate your feedback here, Scott. It says the following: tell them to stay the fuck out and mind their own business.
Tell who?
The person who wants to get retribution for the alleged or for the assault. So
are we talking about physical assault or sexual assault?
We're going to go with sexual assault on this one because this is what it's mostly focused on for a sexual assault. So if somebody is trying to, okay, so again, this is where's the balance at, you know, like as a leader, you know, what would you do in that situation?
So I kind of feel what he said. So like I said, man, you have to let it play out.
Right.
Now, when it comes to assault, if the allegation.
So let me go ahead and read the rest of the statement.
All right.
So this is the reply to the statement that I read earlier. He said, a good way to make things worse for all involved is to have outsiders intervene. The alleged offender is still innocent until proven guilty. Anyone will want the same consideration if they were accused of something. Assuming an unrestricted report, nobody should be involved other than the company, battery, or troop, battalion, and BCT command teams. The BCT's SHARP or Brigade Combat Team, SHARP folks, and whatever applicable support, investigation, or legal process. I mean, he broke this shit down. He went in.
Right.
He took this shit down. Anyone else that wants to get involved could fuck right off. That includes people that want to take things into their own hands. If outsiders want to help, they can help the victim in whatever way that they need. All right. And I guess what he's saying is the correct legal way to go about things. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, as a person who I find loyalty, you know, to be there, if one of my homegirls or one of my homeboys, let's say they get assaulted sexually, you know, I'm going to want to fucking ride. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I feel you, man. But you know what? Once you read everything that homeboy was saying and I had time to think about it, Buddy's right. Like, you can't do that just off an allegation. Mm-hmm. Because what if it's proven false? Now you don't fuck this dude
This
up.
is your homeboy, though. This is your homeboy or a homegirl.
Okay, yeah, my day one. At the same time, man, like, what you're doing right now, if you do that, yeah, you're going to fuck them up. But you got to think about it like this. Even if you're married, you're not married, you're putting your family in danger. Because guess what? At the end of the day, there are a lot of soldiers that join the military to help provide for their families. So if you do that, if you take retribution, now you're putting everything that you was trying to do for your family, either you're married or single, you're putting that in. So now it sucks, man. Trust me, it sucks. But now that's where restraint and discipline kicks in. Right. Now, shit happens, buddy gets out of jail, you find him, you beat his ass, different fucking story. You know what I'm saying? Different fucking story. Yep. And like, as far as like, if I can real quick, as far as like, you know, it's just a fight between dudes. Hey, fuck it. Oh, they fucked you up? All right, bet. Check it out. Hey, where they hang out? Oh, they go to Pier Lights on the weekends?
Yeah.
Check it out. Hey, E4 and below. We going to Pier Lights fucking weekend and we rocking that motherfucker down. Come on, man. Like, I know when I was at Campbell, and that's why I use Pier Lights as an example back in 2004 when we got back from Iraq. I swear, man, like damn near every fucking weekend there was a fight happening. And like, if it wasn't there, like the people that I was cool with, man, they were fighting with the Rocket Sons. Like, it was just something always going on. Either with Rocket Sons and Second 320th, they were just always fucking fighting. I'm like, dudes, y'all keep getting me involved. I'm the skinniest motherfucker in the group. Like, y'all trying to get me to catch this L. Like, I just go ahead and do my little run around real quick, see somebody else. You know what I'm saying? I'm just sneaking motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? But that was the good shit back in the day where you could literally just have these fights and shit. You know what I'm saying?
You brought me back to Korea, bro. When I was in Korea, man, I had just been corporal and we was out clubbing. And, you know, we were at this club called The Lounge. Anyway, so I'm walking around with my little soju kettle and shit, walking around, getting my drink on. I bump into somebody. My bad, my apologies. But this motherfucker tried to get angry and like, let's step outside. I'm like, let's step outside then, motherfucker. So I step on outside and he comes out with this fucking crew, bro. And I'm like, oh, fuck me. Luckily, I'm not alone though. My boy Johnson, he's a truck driver now. He sees what's going on. He gets cracking, calls everybody else out to the outside. Bro, we're all out there. We getting ready to start squabbing. And I think I want to say it was Henderson or one of them try to like, stop this. Bing, he gets clocked in the fucking face.
Over.
Done, chief. Everybody starts swinging and boxing on each other, man. I remember some broad was hitting on somebody, and then fucking my boy Medina turned around, just popped her ass in the face. Hey, you want to fight with the men? You're gonna get hit like one. And he didn't know she was a female.
Hey, equal rights.
Mm-hmm.
Well, equal rights and lefts. If you females want equal rights, you finna get equal lefts too.
Bro, the funny part was, so we all squabbling, right? We all fucking boxing it up, getting fucking punches, blows thrown out there. And I see this one motherfucker getting his ass whooped on the floor. And he has a yellow hoodie over his head. So I just start stomping that motherfucker. Bomb, stomping the fuck out of his ass, right? And then we just hear MPs. So we take off running, bro. Everybody just breaks like fucking cockroaches with the fridge opens up. We get to we get back to Hovey. Everybody just scatters, everybody gone. We get back to Hovey, right?
Yeah.
Long story short, man. Sometimes you gotta be careful who the fuck you stomping out. Cause
first sergeant.
Nope. The person I ended up stomping out was my homeboy Medina. He had his hoodie up his face. I couldn't see him. I was just stomping, brother. I was just stomping.
No, if you like, this is something that you can actually YouTube, you and your listeners, right? So it was like 2018. Huge fight in Poland.
Mm-hmm.
It was my old battalion against the whole Polish city. Out fighting in the club, man. Because one dude touched the bitch's ass, and every fucking person from that battalion started fighting. I'm talking about every person that was in that club in the battalion started fighting, and it led into the streets. So it was the Americans versus the Polands. I said, I was on rear D because I was getting medically retired.
Mm-hmm.
So the story got back to me, and I said, hey, y'all make me proud. I wish I was there. Like, y'all damn soldiers make me proud.
Bro, I'm telling you, Korea was the greatest adventure I had out there, bro. I mean, dude, I saw this one motherfucker get punched in the face. He flew from the stage at the lounge. That was the club back then, was the lounge. He got punched in the face. This motherfucker flew all the way to the entrance door. All right, we're talking about a good probably 30 feet from the stage to the door.
Yeah.
That's why you don't fuck with Samoans. Them Samoan cats.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. You fuck with Samoans, you fuck.
Yeah. One punch and he was done.
Maui.
Woo.
Dude, you know what happened with Maui and Chris, right? With Gonzalez, right? Hey, keep talking. I'm gonna tell you the story in a second, real quick. I'm gonna have to put you on pause. I gotta take a piss. This is so ghetto.
Yeah, no problem. So for those of y'all that can't see right now, we actually have the angry black man taking a piss in his bathroom. At least we know he's not too fucked up. Because if not, I mean, he'd be pissing in the closet. And the only reason I say that is from experience. One time I got really fucked up in Colorado Springs, and I was at my boy Cabrales' house that I ended up spending the night. Apparently, I woke up and opened the closet door thinking it was a bathroom and took a piss in there. Yeah, don't remember that, but Cabrales definitely he remembers. If you're hearing this, Cabrales, what's going on, buddy? So, but meanwhile, while I fill this in, so I hope that that we gave you some kind of a light or answer as to what you were looking for. I do want to read two more comments that were sent in. One was by Felice, friend of the pod, been on the pod a couple of times. He said, if soldiers know they either seen it or heard it directly from the victim, they are in violation for not reporting it, and it is no longer restricted since they know about it. If they saw it directly and stopped it by throwing hands, good on them. If it's past tense, then they wrong. Which is what we were saying, right? You can't do something. I mean, no matter how much we want to do it, but I think what it's going to is like, say, let's say you're like a senior NCO and you hear that some cats are planning some retribution for something that happened to somebody else. Do you I didn't hear shit, or
dude, if it's
them guys like, hey, don't fuck around and do that shit.
if it's sexual assault, you tell them no, fuck you. This shit got to play out. If it's throwing hands, I'm not saying like I'm not gonna tell the senior NCO what to do. I've been in that situation.
Mm-hmm.
I know what I would do, because you know what I'm saying. I was a platoon sergeant.
Mm-hmm.
I got it. I was a staff sergeant in a platoon sergeant spot.
Mm-hmm.
But I know what I would do. I know what I, especially when it came to my platoon. I know what I would do, and I don't give a fuck who say I was wrong for it. But I know what the fuck I would do. It is what it is, man. It is what the fuck it is. Now,
so hold on.
Story about Maui.
Hold on. What would you do?
What would I do if they said they was planning retribution, and I heard, and I walked in on it?
Mm-hmm.
I probably would start looking down, trying to find something else, and like, damn, man, I forgot my keys in my office.
And now this is for either of the situations.
If it was sexual assault, I'd be like, no, fuck you, you ain't doing that shit. Okay. If these motherfucking soldiers were talking about whooping somebody's ass because of some shit that happened to one of their battle buddies,
yeah,
I'd be like, damn, where the fuck my keys at?
Yeah,
like, fuck.
Yeah. You know I feel what you're saying. And the last one I want to read out is this one. This person said, yeah, it doesn't happen like that. If we're being honest, it's leaders sexually assaulting soldiers mostly. I mean, soldiers are sexually assaulting soldiers also, but yeah, lots of leaders too.
Oh, brother. Oh my God. How much time you got? Because this is good. I kind of want to speak on this.
Go ahead, speak on it. Let's get on Maui and then go on and speak on it.
So here's the deal. So Maui and Gonzo wound up fucking somebody up in the barracks when we lived at 277.
Which one? The one across the street from the museum?
Yes. Where Smoke Norwood used to make us memorize all them damn vehicles. The nomenclature to all them fucking vehicles. So we would be out there doing PT and he'd be like, what's that vehicle? We had to say the nomenclature of that fucking vehicle. So did
you just say rememberize?
Yeah, we had to memorize that shit. Hey, listen, it's a hell of a combination, brother.
All right, pimp. So go on.
But you know what I'm talking about. We seriously had to remember the fucking nomenclature of those fucking vehicles. Yeah, this is fading fast. Semicolon, however, comma. Maui and Gonzo got in a fight one night. They beat these. It was a soldier. He had poured some water over the third story balcony and it got on the girls. And they was like, yo, what the fuck? So Buddy talk shit. Maui Samoan. You know what I'm saying? Gonzo's Puerto Rican. And so they was like, oh, word? Say less, fam. We on our way. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Like, they beat this motherfucker ass. They called me like, yo, what's going on? We need to go out. I'm like, okay, fuck it. We go out. We go out, whatever. Boom, 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 boom. We go out. Go back. I dropped them motherfuckers off. At the time, my ex-wife was in the battalion. She was on CQ. She called me. She was like, hey, your friend's about to get arrested.
Oh, shit. Damn.
Yeah. She broke that shit down. So I'm like, I'm on the way.
All right, man. Let's go ahead and knock out this last segment. We got a few minutes. What is you want to talk about? We talking about leadership and sexual assaults, how to handle it. Go ahead.
Yo, so it kind of goes both ways. Like, I damn sure ain't finna say too much, but like I said, man, like I had heard through the grapevine that a few female soldiers wanted to try me. And first of all, I'm one of the ugliest motherfuckers walking the planet Earth. But it's like, yo, you know, so was wanting to try you. And I was like, what? I was like, all right. I was like, check it out. Listen, I'm out the Army now. If so-and-so want to get it, we can, I
clap them cheeks, baby.
Yeah, matter of fact, I just talked to one. I ain't gonna lie, man. I talked to one. I'm like, I'll plan a weekend visit. What's up? Get me lit. I dare you. But yeah, man. So It is what it is, man. I know that a lot of people tend to think with their dick instead of their fucking head, but it's not worth it, yo. It's really not worth it. You don't fuck nobody. You don't shit where you eat it. If you just feel like you want to be Billy Badass and fuck a fucking soldier, do that shit in a different fucking MOS. Like, man, you know what? Ain't nobody can do shit to me now. I'm fucking retired. What the fuck are they gonna do to me? So I was smashing a chick that worked at the optometry clinic. She was a specialist. I was a staff sergeant. Smashing the fuck out of her ass. The fuck ain't anybody gonna do to me? Ain't nobody gonna do shit to me now. Both of us out of the army.
It's not in the same chain of command anyway.
Yeah, but it is looked at still as bad because, you know, one's the NCO, the other one was a specialist. Once again, both of us fucking out the army.
Yeah.
What the fuck is the army gonna do now? Not a fucking thing.
That's more of an issue. The fraternization is more of an issue when it's enlisted an officer.
Dude, I knew a fucking PFC that was fucking a fucking butter bar when I was in Oklahoma. Wow. Like, yes. Matter of fact, yeah, a PFC. He's a sergeant now. I ain't gonna tell what duty station he in, but he know who the fuck he is.
Right.
Like, and when I say, and what's crazy is we all knew it. So I was an instructor. She was she just came from a commissioner source to Bullock. Them motherfuckers was fucking. We all knew it. Man, we covered for that motherfucker. We covered for his ass like a motherfucker. And guess what? To this day, I mean, I just ain't saying no names, either party.
I'll tell you what, man. I mean,
who the fuck cares? They're grown people. She wanted to fuck, he wanted to fuck. And you know what caught him up? Some hating ass motherfucking dude that wanted to fuck her caught him up and tried to get him in trouble.
Bruh.
Like, why you cop blocking, motherfucker? She don't want you. She want this motherfucker. Let that dude fuck. Plain and simple.
Dude, and you know what? That goes another reason why keep the gun line the way it used to be. Mm-hmm.
No, because other MOSs have done it, man. And it's still the same shit within them other MOSs. It's naturally
other MOSs that ain't combat related. I don't give a fuck. But if there's combat related MOSs, it causes too much problems.
Man, my old workout partner, she's out the army now. We just go. I'm not even gonna say her initials because anybody I say her initials, they gotta know who the fuck she is. This motherfucking female soldier went harder than 15% of the people in the males in that fucking battery. And this is why everybody was male and females. She went harder. Like, I seen her, like, throwing.
Bravo.
She a Bravo, and this is on the Paladin. She was mad as fuck, just throwing them motherfuckers around. And if you look at her, you ain't gonna be like, oh, she a Big Bertha type bitch. No, she's not Big Bertha. She's not fat. She's a fucking regular, how you would say, quote unquote, a regular woman. Throwing them motherfuckers around. Always, she was a fucking go-getter. I got another homegirl. She's in Carson right now. She's Ariana knows her. I tried to put Natividad on her, but she's not in the battalion.
Who the hell is that?
She's a sergeant now. She got her own fucking gun. Another fucking go-getter. And she didn't sleep her way to the top. She did that shit by beating out all them motherfucking dudes.
Just saying. I like my gun line. Like I like.
No, you gotta be with it. Man, like I didn't have to do shit. My homeboy, I'll say his name. He's a sergeant out at Carson too. Sergeant Rayner. He was a specialist. That motherfucker was a pit bull. Man, I didn't have to do shit. There was another, I'm not gonna say her name. Another female soldier. She got smart with another NCO that I had. He was a cat NCO. She got smart with him. And I heard her getting smart with him. And I said, what the fuck? Man, when I say Raina took off before I even, who the fuck you talking to? Just like digging in her ass. And I was like sitting back and I was like, yep, that's what the fuck I'm talking about. Before I even had to get up and do shit, that motherfucker attacked her ass like a motherfucker. He was a special time.
I'll thank God that I came up in an artillery world where it was still artillery man. So, but I
got in trouble at PLDC, right? I got in trouble at PLDC.
Why is that?
Like you said, we came up when it was artillery and it was nothing but dudes, right? And then PLDC is everybody.
I know. Trust me.
This is 2005. You know what I'm saying? So fucking, as soon as I get there, they put me as a platoon sergeant because it's like, who's combat arms?
Right.
What's your name? Team Bravo. Platoon sergeant. Who do we have as a platoon sergeant? First platoon. Before they broke it down into the 6 platoons. First platoon, second platoon. Who did we have? First platoon. Smoke motherfucking Norwood. You know
oh, sorry, man. My wife was asking me for a Gerber and I can't find it. So.
Oh, you good? But yeah. So the listeners out there, y'all should know Apache Battery had Smoke Norwood as a platoon sergeant. So this is 2005. Like I said, before we go to Iraq and we break down into 6 gun trucks. Smoke Norwood.
Oh, Billy Ray.
Smoke fucking Norwood is who we had. So it's like, okay, cool. I'm taking that same mentality to LDC. I got in trouble. Them motherfuckers, you can't curse, you can't do this. Some of the students are feeling this way.
What?
And I do. Yeah, the SGLs told me that.
Wow.
And the SGLs pulled me aside, they told me that. So I went out in front of the formation. Still cursing. I'm like, so apparently I can't fucking curse because some of y'all getting y'all's fucking pennies in the knot and y'all don't like it.
Right.
And they didn't fire me. They actually wound up promoting me to the first sergeant.
Right. Good shit right there, Chief. That's some good shit.
But I lost it. I lost my first sergeant position because I scored a 3 out of 4 on land nav. And I was like, fuck it, I ain't going back out. Just passing. I don't give a fuck.
How you gonna score 3 out of 4 on land nav?
And I cheated too. Man, I wasn't trying to do that shit. I was like, man, I'm tired. I don't want to get the fuck about this shit, man.
That's the wrong fucking answer there, Chief. That's the wrong fucking answer.
Hey, you're not cheating. What is it saying? You're not trying if you're cheating? Or how the fuck that saying go?
If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. But if you're cheating, how did you
not the sober one? You know this shit right now. You the sober one because I'm fucking with it.
Yeah, I'm just saying, how the fuck you cheating? You still miss one.
All I need to do is 3 out of 4. Fuck it. Because my test scores were high. Everything else was high except for land nav. So I was like, okay, I might take a 5 for land nav, but everything else is in the 90s. I'll be all right.
Fuck that. You know what? And you were light artillery too, and you only found 3 out of 4. Yeah, you got that fucking, you got that mechanized mentality in you. That's why you said I'll use a plugger.
For real.
Right.
Hey, turn left. Turn left.
All right, we got to wrap this one up right here. It's been a good time hanging out with you during this midweek memo. Hey, for real though, if y'all got any more questions, any advice y'all want to hear from 2 retired veterans, and just get a 13 Bravo point of view on things, hit us up, man. You know, the field artillery way is the only way.
Hell yeah.
If you're watching us on YouTube, hit a fucking, what's that shit?
Hit the fucking like and subscribe button, you motherfuckers. Y'all know y'all like this shit.
I don't care if you put a dislike. Just put something so my algorithm will fucking be.
No. Fuck that, bitches. Hit the fucking like button, motherfuckers.
Yeah, there's that angry black man. Thank God. No, but with that said, y'all, thank you for being here, popping the squat with us for a hot minute on the Gunline Midweek Memo. Stay tuned this weekend. I'm gonna have Bricker. He's coming back on. We're gonna be talking a bit on brotherhood and what it means to us. Is one of the main topics.
About that whale he brought back in my car that night. Ask that motherfucker about that shit.
All right, we'll ask him about that whale too. Well, y'all, thank y'all very much for being here. Thank you for supporting the podcast. I really do appreciate it. We were all over the place. If you're still with me here, thanks a lot. Thanks here for Hunt for being here this week with me. Next week, we'll see who our guest host will be. If it's not Hunt, it'll be somebody else. So anyways, I can't do this shit on my own. I'll try to do it on my own, but if I don't like it, I'm going to call somebody else to hit me up. All right, y'all. With that being said, I appreciate y'all being here. Rounds complete. Intermission. Gunline out. Bye, motherfucker.